Let me ask you this, Mr. Joe. Did you know that pigs fucking ate him?
Yeah.
Pigs fucking ate him, Joe. Classic. Classic. You remember in the early 2000s when they said, "Hey, you know what? This Freddy, this Jason, this Michael Myers, this Leatherface, it's all blowing up again." Ah, I forget. We got the Hannibal Lecter movie. So we make the Hannibal Lecter movie and we put him out there. And he will be a Jason. So, Joe, they said, "Hey, John Demme, you fuck, hit the bricks. It's going back to a Dino De Laurentiis production, you fuck. And we don't need you because we got all the spaghetti in the world, bitch. And we made King Kong with Jeff Bridges, motherfucker. So how about you go suck it and suck it right?" And he did. And everybody came. Everybody in the world. John Demme sucked it right, and everybody in the world came. Put hands across America to shame there, Joe. Did. We are the world. In the middle of singing, Michael Jackson came in his pants for the first time. It's when a young Milwaukee Calkin walked into the room.
That poor kid.
Rest in empowerment, King.
Mm.
So, Joe, let me ask you this.
Yes.
What did Miggs say to you?
So they brought in old Ridley Scott to direct this one. And what's her name? Jodie Foster. She said, "Nah, I don't want to do sequel. I don't do sequels unless it's gonna be Nell Part 2. Then I'll come back for that. But nah, I'm done with old Clarice." Well, shit. Who else we got that's kind of like a red? Oh yeah, we got this chick, Julianne Moore. Is that her name, Tom? Yeah.
It's actually Julianne Less.
And she's all right to look at, but and I've seen her do some decent acting jobs, some really good shit actually, but
Yeah, like what? Fucking name him, dickhead.
not this one, Tom. Not this one. She is just kind of there in this flick. And it starts off with her and she's making a bust. She's going in to bust some lady drug dealer. And the bust goes horribly wrong and they shoot a lot of people and
Why does it go horribly wrong, Joe?
because when she tries to call the whole thing off, one of the other officers that's there, one of the locals, says, "No, it's not. We got him. We got him." And he goes after him.
It's the same thing as in the first one. I ain't gonna listen to no bitch.
Bullets start flying, and well, she has to shoot a lady that's carrying a baby, and well, goddamn, that made all the papers. So she's suspended, Tom.
And I could have swore that like that was a fake baby. Like I know it was a fucking fake baby.
It was.
But like I thought that was, even though I've seen the movie a few times, I was just like, shoot the bitch. That's just a fake ass baby she's wearing, so you won't shoot her.
So for some reason, I thought the exact same thing, and that like it had a speaker or something. I could have swore I remembered that being the reveal. I was like, oh, it was just a fake, robot baby, that was gonna Y2K everybody, and she had to shoot through it. She had no choice. But no, my memory was false, Tom. And yeah, well, she's suspended. Oh, Hannibal Lecter writes her a letter. Oh, Hannibal, he's living it up in Florence, Italia, and he's got a job as a
He's got a job where the smartest people in Italy can come look at his fucking face, not covered up by anything and, not putting on a silly little mustache or putting on a voice. Nope. You can just come to this place and fucking learn from not Hannibal Lecter. All you hundreds and hundreds of people coming to this museum every day from all over the fucking world can come and learn from renowned cannibal Hannibal Lecter.
Mm. Yeah, so that's even more so than in Silence of the Lambs. This dude can do fucking anything. Like he's the smartest man on the planet. He's the toughest motherfucker. You
So just because you said, oh, he's the smartest man on the planet. Dude, okay, when I was a stupid fucking idiot and didn't know anything in high school, oh, Hannibal, he must be so smart. He's talking with that accent and talking about paintings and shit. Hannibal ain't that fucking smart. He's like kind of fucking street smart and he's aware about himself because he has to, because he's a fucking serial killer just walking around and doesn't want to get caught. But uh, he's not the intellectual we were set. I don't know. I don't know, Joe. It's okay. I think because it just is like, oh, this is probably what it is. Writers thinking that they're smarter than they are. That's probably what it is. This fucking shit reeks of, oh, we gotta look up stuff to make him sound smart so I sound smart. All right, then. Fuck making an entertaining movie just to figure out stupid fucking folklore that you can throw into this shit that doesn't mean anything besides, oh, you can throw this guy over a balcony later. All right, then. But everybody sees this guy and nobody cares. Nope, we're going to throw this guy over a balcony. All right, then. All right. What's your name? Fabrizio or something like that? All right, then. All right.
uh, yeah. Meanwhile, old Barney, the turnkey at the old asylum cave, he's been selling off Lecter's shit mainly to Mason Verger, who was the only surviving victim of Hannibal the Cannibal. He was a patient of his, you see, and he was also a fucking pedophile. So, you know, I don't know. Fuck
Uh,
him.
Joe, we've come to the point in our show where we do impressions. Oh, Joe. So let's hear your Mason impression.
Hey Jarvis, wheel me over here real quick. Yeah, Jarvis, get the Clarice on the line for me, would you?
Here,
Thanks, thanks, Jarvis. Hey Barney, uh, what you want for this mask?
would you like a popper? Oh, would I? So let me ask you this, Joe. You know what poppers are?
It's no, I don't know what are, but I heard the term in relation to gay raves or something. But I don't know, well, like what kind of drug is this?
So I asked a gate buddy once, and he didn't give me like an actual answer. So, from my understanding, with trying to find out what this actually is, the only thing I could think of is, oh yeah, you sniff it and your asshole loosens up. I mean, what else would this fucking shit be?
I don't know.
Yo, Kyle, if you're out there, let us know what this fucking shit is about because yeah, it
Told me
was
a pedophile, and he was one of Lecter's patients, and he was also trying to sleep with Lecter too. And Lecter gave him a popper and cut his face all up.
He didn't. He just said, "Hey, Mister, what the Verger? How about you cut your face off?" "Oh, okay. I'm a screwy Mo. I might as well do it." So he just starts taking shards of fucking glass, cutting his face off and feeding it to the dogs like fucking Hannibal isn't getting a rod in his pants like, "No, dog, I want to eat the meat, but it would be rude to eat it in front of him, you see, because I'm the Paddington Bear of serial killers and we can't be rude."
So in the book, the dog does like eat his face, like he like, and that's part of his thing about he's so adamant about wanting the pigs to eat fucking Hannibal. You know, that's gonna be his revenge. You know, um, but yeah, whatever. He survived the attack, and now he's been on a quest for to get revenge on Hannibal, to find him and do his ultimate rich guy revenge because he is super rich. Uh,
How? I
so rich, Tom.
Yeah, but how? I can't remember. And like he's an acclaimed pedophile, but he still has all this shit and
Family money, and that's why he never got charged with anything. Uh, with the pedophilia and all that, it's like, all right, well, you're gonna have to start going to the psychiatrist. But we know that psychiatrist is a killer, so everything will all balance out in the end. In the book, he has a sister that is a bodybuilding lesbian, and she wants to get some of Mason Verger's sperm so her wife can use that sperm and get pregnant. Uh,
so
because
there'd be an error.
so there'd be an heir that has the bloodline. That was the condition, that the heir has to have some kind of bloodline of the family. Being lesbian, well, you
Being lesbian.
know, easy to do. Well, but old Mason, no, you're not getting mine.
Hey, you
Uh,
did it. Thanks.
yeah. Uh, yeah.
So he's got these fucking Eastern European dickheads just breeding these fucking big ass bebop of a fucking pigs just for the sole purpose of eating a motherfucker's scrotum off.
Mhm.
That's what these pigs were born and bred for. But what's his nuts? Old spaghetti man. Fabrizio Fafamamu. He's like he's some fucking copper. Pigo in Italia, as Joe says. And he's on some other case like, hey, why did this guy in the museum disappear?
Il Monstro de Florence. He was on that case, which is a real serial killer, and I don't know,
Killer.
off the case, and he's a disgraced cop now because of that. Hmm. Doing missing persons shit. He figures out, hey, this guy must be Dr. Lecter. Let me call his hotline to people can call if you've seen Dr. Lecter, and it's all hooked up to Mason Verger's shit. Say, all right, get his fingerprints and we can confirm that it's him. Oh yeah, that'll be fucking easy. But it is. He gets some other guy to do it.
I mean, he's has access to fucking like Hannibal's office and house or whatever the fuck. But he decides, hey, I'm gonna have him put his fucking fingerprint on this bracelet because it's a movie that has to be too long, and this is a nice shiny bracelet.
Well,
It
he didn't arrest him. If it had gone through legal channels, he would have had to arrest. He wanted that money, so his wife could keep going out to the opera and shit.
But still, I mean, there was something he could have said. Hey, can you look at this for a second, Mr. Hannibal? Oh, yeah, let me get it back and put it in this Ziploc bag right in front of you and then run away with a dust cloud in back of me. Oh, that could have happened.
Yeah.
It didn't.
Um, he wants to take him. You know, he wants to be the guy that catches him and takes him to Mason Verger's people, but that goes horribly awry. Lecter kills him. Lecter escapes and goes back to America because he's going to help Clarice out. You know, all this trouble that she's been having. You know, and then they decide, well, shit. You know, you're on permanent suspension because you have this letter that came, and it was a fabrication. This just came from Lecter. They're setting her up to draw him out, Tom, and it works. Draws him out, you know, and they capture him, and they're about to feed him to the pigs when they don't. You know, old Clarice comes and saves him, but not quite. You know, this guy, his Jarvis says, "Hey, fuck this," and pushes
Cordell.
with the
Cordell.
um
Cordell.
yeah. So in the book, Tom, to go back to the book because this is an interesting bit. The sister is the one that fucking does all that, and she shoves a fucking cattle prod up his ass to get the fucking sperm to shoot out of him, and collects the sperm, kills him, then she's out of there.
What does she like stick the thing up her ass and then jump around him and go and try and collect it that way?
It's been a while since I read it, so but probably.
Like
Uh,
a dolphin.
and then old Clarice gets shot. Uh, Lecter takes him back to the Ray Liotta's house, and Ray Liotta goes over there to his summer house because he's hiding from the FBI and shit that's been sending helicopters all day. Um, and Lecter cuts his skull open, sizzles up a little piece of his brain, feeds it to him, and then
He sizzled up the piece of his brain that gets his scrotum tight when he goes in cold water. So now he'll never know if the water is cold again, Joe.
and then he makes his escape by cutting off his hand.
But we really thought that it was going to be her hand, but he loves her so much.
Mm. Well, in the book, he does. Tom. Again, to go back to the book, uh, Mason Verger's sister helps him cut this guy's head open and cook up his brain. And all this time that he's been nursing Clarice, he's been brainwashing her. Using hypnosis and all kinds of other techniques because she reminds him of his dearly beloved departed sister, Tom. And he wants to infuse his sister's personality into Clarice. And at some point, she breaks. Oh, because he brings her father's skeleton over or something, and it just breaks her, and she submits to it. She's like, okay, and they run off together and become lovers and live happily ever after. Kind of weird fucking ending.
John Grisham's a fucking genius.
Yeah, he is. He's a rainmaker. Uh, yeah, this movie is not as good as I remember it being. It's the action is weird as shit. Um, I think I don't
They
know.
can fucking stick their fucking with the frame rate up their fucking asshole trying to be artsy and shit. No, it just sucks. I know it was a new tool that you can use then. It's like, oh, look at this new thing we should do. And it just dated the movie and it sucks.
Yeah, Ray Liotta's miscast. Like he can't carry this fucking role. Very few of the performances are good. The saving grace is Mason's makeup. It still looks good. It's still the brain cutting scene that didn't look as good. It's just yeah,
Pigs fucking ate him though.
yeah, it did. But I don't know. It didn't hold my attention as much as a movie like this should have. And yeah,
Yeah, it's very not as smart as it thinks it is. It goes on fucking too fucking long. It's dumb that I know it's fucking, what was it, 2003 maybe, where, oh, the internet was around, but it wasn't so. Motherfuckers would know who this guy is. He couldn't just be walking around, even if he did fucking, just a mustache and a wig or something. This dude wouldn't just be able to fucking walk around and get jobs and shit. He would have been fucking arrested and fingered so many fucking times that, like, that right there, it's just like, somebody would have said, "Oh, I was fucking watching this true crime thing," and you know what I'm saying? It doesn't fucking. I know we see him. Oh, I'm wiping my DNA and fingerprints from a cup in the bistro. But that doesn't mean every motherfucker has eyes. It's just pigs fucking ate him though. And the makeup is good. And the pigs fucking ate him.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this is one of the fucking first movies Lori and I saw when we first started dating in theaters. So I mean, it has a special place in my heart for that. That's why I have this fucking Blu-ray, and I bought the DVD before it, but watching it now, it's just like, shut up. You go on too fucking long. I just watched Silence of the Lambs last week. Dilo De Laurentiis, you fuck everything up.
Not only him, but Ridley Scott, is sometimes really, really good. And then sometimes he's just, eh. And this is one of those times.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not an Alien fan. Did an Alien shit, right?
Yeah, which I
Yeah.
like. I like Blade Runner. I like Kingdom of Heaven, but that runs real fucking long. He's done some other shit that I like too, but I prefer Tony Scott's movies more. Maybe if they got old Tony on this one, he'd still be alive.
Thanks for checking out the show. We hope you dug it, baby. If so, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe and let us know down below. Support Tom and Joe by heading over to dwnproductions.net and fastcustomshirts.com. Until next time.